Hey. Oh, I'm on vacation every day because I love my occupation. Okay, who we got here? Hey, I'm on vacation every day because I love my occupation. I'm not going to make money singing, am I? It's hard to make money doing anything nowadays. It's a whole new world. It's a whole new world out there, and I really don't care. Actually, you gotta care because it's the only world you got. So you gotta figure it out. Don't bitch at it, just use it. So many people spend their whole life bitching at something and never using it. Yeah, sure, you can change it, but that's a different kind of business. And that's gonna take a lifetime to do that. But until then, and until you really figure out how to feed yourself, forget about that stuff. Just figure out how to use it. It's not all aimed against you. I mean, the world doesn't wake up every day. Okay, how are we going to screw Sally today? You know, how are we going to get back at Lesko? You know, whatever it is. How are we going to make it tough for him today? You know, never be able to do anything he wants. Yeah, they're not. Everybody's just trying to struggle through life like the rest of us here. So we take it so personally. And it stops us, you know, that's really just an excuse sometimes. I mean, I follow the same thing. It's not you, it's everybody. And the thing is, how do you get over that stuff? How do you put that aside? Forget about all that crap, that's stuck in your head. Because you really just got to start living it and using the reality what's out there. And then the other problem is, I think, that we get caught in the Google money trap. Yeah, that's right. You know about the Google money trap? That's going on Google or some other search engine and trying to solve your problems. And what they do, they gotcha. They gotcha in the money trap because you're going to go on the website, on the Google and search, and all you're going to see are people who want your money. They all want your money. And they spend every waking minute of their life figuring out how to get your money. That's what they do, right? Hey. I'm on vacation every day because I love my occupation. And that's, I think, the life. Then you could say, to life because you're having fun every day, you know. And how do you do that? Is by doing something you really want to do in life, you know. And most of us have to make a living first, you know. So that's what's out there too, is that kind of help. But if you're going to go on Google and use that, you're just going to wind up and see people love the waxed up hair. Oh, waxed up, yeah. You know, well, that's just part of having fun. Google says everyone has cancer. We probably do, but what the hell? Don't do it. Just keep living. Go out there and live something. Try something, whatever. And if you believe Google, you're going to believe that you need a lot of money to do all that kind of stuff. But you don't. Oh, hi, I'm reading Google has I hate Google. Yeah, Robert. Well, it's good if you know exactly what you want. You know, if you're looking for the North American Free Trade Agreement or something like that, you're going to find it. But if you say, well, how can I make money on import and export? Free money to change your life. Are the resources in that book still available? Yes, more or less, but that book is out of date. You know, it's 15 years old, but thank you for buying it if you did at one time or whatever. But it's the same stuff is out there on time. This stuff hasn't changed in you know, the 40 years or more that I've been doing this work. You know, nothing has changed. That's why Donald Trump, you read about his story, you know, in his first book about his success, he talks about how he started. His first $1 million deal was with a government property in Cincinnati. And he's still using the government to make all this money. Now he's using the government to make his buddies money. And that's a pity. I'm poor, somebody says. well, you gotta do something about it. Don't complain. And the thing is that, I mean, you can bitch and whatever, and that's why it's nice to have somebody who loves you no matter what the hell happens. I think that's why I was married all the time and starting businesses. Do you go out wearing a suit? Everyone regularly. I wear these. I got 20 of them. You want to come upstairs and see my wardrobe? Or right upstairs. I got 20 of these things, all different colors, all different flavors. I got a car, 2 cars with question marks on them too. Man, it's the first thing I did that really changed my life so much, more than anything else. Let's go. You're an icon. Your research is greatly appreciated. You have been more than an inspiration. Mike Williams, thank you. Thank you. There's nothing more important besides paying my mortgage that could happen when somebody appreciates your work, because that's what we want to do in life. I think we want to give our services, our skills, or whatever. Show me the car one day. Actually, you go on my website, I think I got a Scion, an orange Scion with black question marks, and then I got a little yellow Mini Cooper with black question marks on. And it's funny, when I travel around the streets or whatever, and I get pulled over by a cop, and they can't write a ticket, they just giggle. Giggle. It's sort of seeing me, with the question marks, it makes people giggle. I get free upgrades on the airlines, I got free coffee and Starbucks, and Mimis are great, Minis are great. Yeah, they're fun to drive, especially in the city. You get a little parking space, nobody else could get into. But that's what I'm trying to show people. Boy, you can do things. And Google says you can't do anything unless you have a lot of money. And that is absolutely false, false, false. Miss your Letterman appearances. Wow, you're that old, huh? Yeah, I've been on Letterman, I forget, maybe like 7 times or something like that. Do you still have the green suit with the dollar signs? I never had a suit with dollar signs. Somebody, I think in your mind you think that, because I talk about money and free money all the time. So people think I do have dollar signs. No dollar sign suits. But now I'm trying to show people how to get around Google in finding help, because everybody I talk to, I do a lot of people call me, and I spend a few minutes on the phone with them to show them where to get money and help to do things. And that's at letsgo.com/talk. And I've been running so many people that have spent, $5,000. Up to 50. Some guy yesterday spent over $40,000. Another guy, on a real estate making gazillion dollars, spent $30,000, or even just $500 to start some internet company that's never going to take off. You don't have to do that, and it's all such short term. I think maybe you got to go through it and see it doesn't work, and then you get out the other side. I've done that a lot in my life too. We all do that. When is a great time to set up a one-on-one call? Anytime. You choose the call. You go to letsgo.com/talk, T-A-L-K. Somebody write that in. For some reason, I'm illiterate and can't do that. I don't have the right thing to do that on what's open now actually on YouTube. So if somebody writes that on letsgo.com/talk, then everybody could see that site if they want. And you choose a time. That's what's neat. Anytime you want. You just pick a time, and usually 99 times out of 100, Sharon, every place I have contacted in Alabama has shut me down one way or another, and I'm so full of frustration at the moment. Sharon, yeah, that happens a lot. I think it's number one thing when you're looking for help, don't say you want a grant. You don't say that. That's another thing. People, because I know you're desperate or whatever and need the help or whatever, but see, so many things are given out that are not grants that will solve your problem. And so that's what you have to do, is realize that. And also, every place you contact, if they don't help you, first of all, what you want to say, you should do a Reddit AMA. I'm not sure how to do that. With the Reddit thing, can somebody email me and tell me what category or how to do the Reddit thing? I would love to learn how to that, but if someone could help me, it would be great. I'm at letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Oh, and actually, the last time I was online, I guess it was yesterday, that somebody wanted to message the Amazon modes. What message? I'm not sure what that means. AMA, Ruber, let's.com. Oh, you have to put .com. Good. AMA, I'm not sure what that, Amazon mode. Yeah, so letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. That's the way to get a hold of me. And people yesterday were telling me they'd love me to come and talk. I'd love to come and talk somewhere. I always want to educate. You know, I'll charge nothing or just airfare or something like that, as long as a chance, you know, to educate people. So if you got a way to do. Good morning, oh, that's nice to hear. Somebody appreciate. Thank you so much. And that's what we're here to do, is give. I mean, I figure I have 20 more years to live or something and do that. I'm going to spend every second trying to show you a better source of information than what the hell you have now. You know, so like starting a business, man. I mean, you know, you Google that and you're just going to get, but forget it. Forget it. You know, there's so many ways. I mean, guys, you could make, you know, say $50,000 on your kitchen table. You know, if you have any kind of skill, like maybe you're a writer, maybe you're an editor, maybe you do, maybe you're a priest. Yeah, out of work priest. You know, maybe you're a massage therapist. Maybe you do yoga. Maybe you do you know, marketing or anything like that. Well, the government buys more of that than anybody else in the world. And see what's neat about it. I'm a music producer. Well, that too. Anything. Who do you think produces more videos, audio, stuff like that? It's government. Now, to me, is don't go get a government grant, get a government contract. You know, because that is like getting, you know, money for the rest of your life. See, a grant is only one time, you know, and that's it. You know, and what you can do when you get a contract, it may take you 3-6 months to figure it out. But what the hell? Once you start, then you get a bigger one. Then you get a big, like my sister, she frames stuff for the government in her garage somewhere in the middle of Virginia, yeah. And she does $1 million, you know. God, I mean, that's incredible to me. And there's billions and billions and billions. That's why every company, every big company, every fat cat in this country figures out how to get government contracts, because that's where the real money is. You know, the rest of us are scrambling for peanuts that are hard to get. Where do we start to connect with the government? That's actually, I have I put up an ebook on letsgo.com/tutor. You go letsgo.com/tutor, and there's 3 ebooks there that I have to help you find that. And I'll tell you some sources to start if you don't want to pay. They're like $10, $20. That's it. But there's one on getting a government contract and other sales for free. So how to get a government contract and other sales for free. And then there's one on how to start any store for 20 cents. So that's all you need. And see, I've interviewed 700 people have do this on the internet and get free money on the internet and do all this kind of stuff with no money. They don't give money to other people to do it. They do it themselves. They figure it out because it's all there to do it yourself. You know, everybody is just playing you because you're not sure. Well, the only way to get sure is try it. You know, is the water wet? You know, am I going to get wet in the water? You know, you don't want to go into the water because it may be wet. Get your ass in the water. See if you float. If you don't, it doesn't matter, because everything really is free to try. And if you're paying somebody $5,000, you know, you're screwed. You know, if you don't get it. But now, if you're trying for free, they want to sell us some. Yeah, I mean, I do too, because I mean, in a way, because I got to make a living. If I don't make a living, then I can't keep doing the work. You know, and that's why I try to do it as cheap as possible. I mean, some marketing consultant want to sell my services for me, and I said, well, I only charge $1 a minute. You know, on giving mentoring stuff or coaching. And he said, "You can charge, 10 times that, whatever." I don't want to. I want to know how to charge less, not more. I mean, that's the way to expand life. Yes, exactly. I can appreciate. Everybody thinks it's a zero-sum game. If you make more money, I make less. No, if I make less, we all make more, maybe. Yeah, that's what it is. I need money to start an internet business. Okay. Okay. Look at those. There's 3 books there. Okay. Download either the one on, go to letsgo.com/tutor. Right on that first page there, there's one called 140 Ways to Use the Internet to Make Money. This is how to start a business. Listen, within 24 hours, you could have a business and getting customers. That's right. Sure, it doesn't happen to everybody. It may take you 3 days. It may take you 3 weeks. But what the hell? What'd you do the last 3 weeks? But it's possible in 24 hours. And there's all kinds of things. Whether you want to take care of dogs in your house, you want to be a travel agent. I told you about this before. TVRL.com. I think that's the website. TVRL.com. So you could book reservations for your hotel reservations for your club, community group, or anybody else looking to stay somebody, and you get the same. They'll pay the same price if they went into Travelocity or any of these other places. But now, by having you do the work for them, you make like 10% or more out of that deal. So if they're going to New York and spend $300, you got $30 in your pocket just for clicking, making the reservation for them. Let's Go Alan. Info disclosure is coming next week. I'm not sure what info disclosure is. Let's go alien and UFO. Yeah, I guess I am an alien, or maybe you mean something else. I'm in the process of starting a group home, and would like. Okay, group home. I mean, what I could show you too, I do a report on anything to do with real estate. I'll show you 150 programs where you live. I just did it in my hometown, little Kingston, Pennsylvania. Showed 150 programs. These are grant programs. These are loans you don't have to pay back from the federal government, the local government, and things like the Federal Home Reserve Board that people don't even know about to take these things. And see, the real estate market won't tell you about it because they can't make money on it. They're not making a commission because these are public money that's going out, and they're not allowed to charge to market it or anything. So that's why it's cool. So if you go to letsgo.com/research and see that how much I am in it to win it. The research report, the custom research report is $49, so $50, $49.95, and it takes me about 2 weeks to complete. They're very detailed. I also do reports on money to start a business, everything where you live, money and help to start any kind of business. I do one for nonprofits. There's money for nonprofits, man. I show you, local organizations or whatever help you get money for your nonprofit. Don't pay someone to do that. And also what I'm doing now too is 299, actually it's 300 or more, and sources of money for everything. These are all the sources of free money, both in the government and on the internet and everything. Everything is free. Everything I show you, you're not going to spend a nickel on. See, and that's what ticks me off. So you're going on the internet and you're finding just places that want your money to solve your problem. If you start spending money to solve your problem, you're out of business before you solve the problem. That's the problem. And that's the key in life. I mean, I can't even give you one place to guarantee you're going to get the money. I cannot guarantee you'll get money from anything I give you. I have no idea. You don't have any idea. The only people could tell you for certain are the people who give out the money. So it's sort of like, getting a date. I can't tell you that lady or that guy is going to go out with you, but I'll tell you who's single and where they are, and you ask and see if it happens. That's the best anybody could do. But see, consultants, people selling you things, all these kind of things, what they do, I guarantee you're going to make $1 million, and here's somebody who did it, whatever. And you get excited. Oh, yeah, maybe I can do it too. Oh, it must be. Yeah, I want to. How do I do that? Shit, no. You know, that's the problem with experts. Okay, let's go. I use your Talk Now service, and we discussed getting grants using a free grant search engine. I can't find where I wrote that down. Oh, Lisa, I sort of remember. Email me, Leah. I think what it is if it's grants from nonprofits, there's a search engine for grants for nonprofits, and there's 2 of them. I couldn't use the local library since they don't pay for the service anymore. Oh, I see that. Okay, that's the Foundation Center directory, which is only on, you know, unless you buy it for $2,000, you have to use it at your local library, but you say they don't buy it anymore. Okay, here's one that's sort of like it, and it's called GuideStar.org. GuideStar.org, okay, Liz? GuideStar.org, and you can get most of it there. And I think I'll do a step-by-step on this because that may be helpful to people. I'll show you how. You could put in, okay, say you want to invest in housing or something like that, or go to school or whatever. You could go to the GuideStar.org and the abbreviated edition that costs no money, you could put in like the state you're in, and then the subject, like housing, and then you see all the foundations that give out money for housing. Now, you may have to be a nonprofit, maybe an individual, you have to figure that out. But that's it. That's the mother lode, you know, of where all this stuff is, okay? So that's GuideStar.org. Liz, you're awfully nice to say that. Also, you go to a library in the next county too. If somebody, .org, oh, okay, Ryan, thank you. Hey, I got a scribe here. That's great. Is there an Airbnb for home? What was that? Is there an Airbnb for home? What? I missed what that was. But there's a lot of money. Anybody make on Airbnb, even though you're not. You don't have a house or apartment or a backyard or anything. There is more money. There's ways to make money on Airbnb, you know, and not spending a nickel. Yeah, I'll tell you. But okay, GuideStar.com, because .org. Yeah, try that. And Liz, you know, drop me an email if you get screwed up. And again, anybody who sends me an email and haven't seen you on infomercials, you won't see me on infomercials. They don't work anymore. At least they don't work for me. I used to sell reference books. People don't buy reference books anymore. So I got to figure out a way to package this stuff. People need it. I mean, look, you're interested or whatever. I know it's a value, but I don't know how people buy it anymore or whatever. So I could stay in business and keep doing it. So this is what, to me, is learning how to do this. What's available. There's so many ways, you know, to do this. I mean, see, the other thing too is finding what you are interested in. Now, the report I have there, you know, how to start any kind of store for 20 cents. Okay, I have that, it's a download, you can download it now, those 3 reports, 140 ways and starting a store for 20 cents, and the other one about getting sales from the government and everywhere. See, if everybody's selling you, hey, here's all this crap I could sell, and you could sell it for me, and here, you got to give me money, so I show you how to do it. You don't have to do that. You know, you just get a website, you know, and it's easy to get a website. You go to somewhere like Wix, W-I-X, and you get a website. If you don't know how, if you don't even know how to do these self-made websites, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to. You go to something like Fiverr, F-I-V-R-R, and for $5, $10, $15, you could have somebody halfway across the world, you know, set up that website for you. So here, now for $15, you're in business. That's it. Maybe only $5. Yeah. And so that's it. That's it. Because, see, that's the easy part. You're trying to spend $500 or $5,000 to do all that part. That's really easy. And the only critical success to you being successful in your business is getting a customer. And no matter what product, what service, what thing on the internet you buy that promises you that you're going to get sales, you're still left with trying to get a customer. So that's why you should get that first. And somebody said marketing is expensive. Yes, it can be if you do marketing. What am I doing now? I'm talking to hundreds of people. I'm not spending a nickel. All right? There's other ways to do it without spending money. That's the key to success in life. It is figuring out how to get things without spending money. I mean, this is what I do when people call up where I'm stuck in getting customer. Oh yeah, that's where I'm stuck in getting. Yeah, I mean, like, I helped another guy who had a bakery that was going down the toilet. Okay, so I was just brainstorming ideas. We came up with an idea that Fiverr is great too. I started nonprofit. See, you started a nonprofit. See, that's what people hear. So he says, Fiverr is great too. I started my nonprofit on Fiverr. See, that's it. I mean, there's no obstacle to doing anything. The obstacle to doing stuff is those idiots who are charging you lots of money to do it. That's your obstacle. So you gotta get rid of them. Yeah, that's the key. I need more customers to buy my production manual. Okay, now. Say, okay, more customers buy your production manual. So how are you going to find that? To me, there's a couple of ways to do it. Making money. You start educating for people around. See, what you do is just, maybe you do a free seminar. You go on YouTube and start doing free stuff. How to produce great music with no knowledge or something like that. To get people... you share, like, here, I'm giving you websites, I'm giving you everything, so you become an expert in that topic. You just can't say, buy, you want music done, hire me or what. No, it takes more than that. It takes more creativity, it takes more giving. People, need to know you more. So that's why you get out and start educating people how they could do this themselves, and then you become the expert. You also do something that, maybe you go to a local high school and say, hey, you know what we could do? We could train as a skill. Oh, wow, Matthew, I bought your book a few years ago. Many years ago, if you bought a book. You go to a local high school and say, hey, I could train these people how to do music, but I need 10 grand, to do that, so they have the equipment and they could do their own hip hop music or whatever. So it's a training kind of thing. Okay, so now, and they don't need money, because what you could do with the school is say, hey, let's do a crowdfunding campaign. You don't know how to do a crowdfunding campaign? You go to Fiverr and you hire somebody for 20 bucks to do the crowdfunding. But more importantly, if you're working with a big organization, see, they have mailing lists, they have customers, they know people or whatever. Well, we want donations from $1 to $100 to build money for these kids to start learning how to produce their own music. Okay, so you're providing that skill because you know how to do it. Now, see, you're crowdfunding with the school or whoever it is to get the money to give to you to do it, right? So this is 1-800-ASK-LESGO. You remember that? That ran I made a whole bunch of money on ESPN with that. And so that's what you do. So now it's finding those kind of relationships, finding those kinds of other ways to make things happen. If you're talking about marketing, again, where are you going to go and learn about internet marketing? You go to the internet. And where do you go on the internet? You go to Google, right? And so if you put in internet marketing, so then you're going to get people, give me, X thousand dollars or whatever, and I'll do the marketing for you. Or here, take my course for X thousand dollars, to learn how to do marketing. And that's right. The only people I think really making money out of social media marketing, the people selling you social media marketing. It's a bitch. It's hard. That's why you have to be more creative than that. And what social media to me before, when I grew up, man, there was only 3 television stations. And I got 3 iPhones right here on 3 different networks I'm on right now, all for free. So that's why it is so different now. So that's why you just start learning. You don't know. I don't know what to do. That's why it's so funny. I mean, nobody could tell you what to do. They don't even know what the hell to do with their own life. We're all guessing. We're all scared as hell. We don't know what we're doing. And that's the key. And that's why. But because we all don't know what we're doing, we think somebody else does. And the bigger key is realizing they don't. Look at the people running the country, right? They convince us all they're the smartest people in the world. Not. Look at the people running Wall Street. They're convinced they're the smartest people in the world. Not. So why is some internet huckster, tell you that they're smartest people? No. You go out and just follow your nose and try something small. Just make sure you don't. You can only you. Now anybody could accomplish it. Somebody said only I could do this with 3 social media platforms. No, anybody. You just get 3 phones. I got a cheap, iPhone that's 2 years old, 3 years old. Still works the same. It's only $100. So I got 3 cameras, $100 a piece. How many scams nowadays? How many scams? Well, I guess it's number 1 is the definition of scams. But they all are, because all they're trying to do is figure out how to get your money, and that's a pity. I mean, some are good, obviously, but trying to find them is just not worth it. And that's why, to me, it's just don't use any website unless it's .gov or .org, because they're in it for something bigger than just getting your money. They just do it legally. That's right. And now big companies do that legally. They go to Washington and change the law. So what they're doing, screwing people, they can do it legally. So that's right. To me, legal and ethical are 2 different things. So maybe you're doing it legally, but is it ethical? I mean, all these papers, the financial services industry, does. Man, that's great. So true, man. By hook or by crook, right? And usually by both. And it doesn't feel, and maybe because of my age in life, I mean, I was caught up in that game a lot earlier. I always try to find it every day. I can't get money to start working. Oh, Tim. Yeah, I remember you wanted money to start a Spotify store. Well, I mean, you don't need money to start a Spotify store. You need money to get customers. Is that right? Do you have something you're selling? What are you selling, Tim? No rap music, though. Tim, what are you selling on Spotify, or what do you want to sell? This is Tim on Facebook. Tim, can't tell what you want to sell, Tim. But I mean, to me, I assume Spotify doesn't cost you money. Maybe $10 or something like that, a small amount. Oh, you're going to sell Spotify products. Why are you selling Spotify products? Okay. Well, if there's something... See, to me, the only way you sell... Look, why are you interested in me? Because I'm different, right? And you want to get some high-powered, consultant or whatever. That's not me. Control your thoughts. A new and innovative race is now active. A gold race, formerly. And that's why, to me, it's hard to do anything. That's why, if you're going to sell something on Spotify or anywhere or sell anything, to me, you got to sell something you believe in, because that's the only way you're going to get through all the crap it takes to sell something. And without that, you're going to be down the website. You're going to be gone. I mean, there's certainly chances that you won't, or some small chance that it won't, but most likely it will be. That you'll be gone. Do you assist with accessing funds to launch internet businesses? Yes. I have 3. Some ask me, do I help with accessing funds to internet businesses? Oh, Tim, you switched over to YouTube. Yeah, I could see that better. Yes, you can't. Here, I have 3. If you go to letsgo.com/tutor, there's 3 reports. One that says 144 sources, and that's for starting making money, on the internet. Then I have one, how to start a store for 20 cents or less, and another one, how to get sales for free. Now that's probably the most important one, because getting sales for free is one, because I don't know what you're selling on Spotify. If that's a place that has all the money, all the products for you to sell, then what you have to do is get customers. And so most people think, well, the only way I get customers is to advertise, okay? And advertising, you go to advertising people, and they want money. Now what you have to be is smart enough to figure out, how do I not pay for money to advertise? Because when they say this costs in advertising, that means that's what they think it costs. But that's not what it's worth to you. So you're going to go out and do all these things on what somebody else says it's worth to them, when it may be worth Dubsky to you. Yeah, sell products shipped from China. And that's what people do. Yep. And that's the key. Like when you saw me back in the 90s, and whenever it was selling stuff on TV, I didn't pay for anything in advertising. You know, until I really were positive it worked. And the only way of positive it's worked is I got the advertising for free. I'd go in and they said, hey, you advertise this and I'll give you a piece of the money, okay? So, if nobody advertised, if no big company was buying that television time, they'd put my commercial on and they'd get something. Maybe not as much as they wanted, but it was something. And something is better than nothing. I have been emailed about getting money to purchase products in sterling silver. I don't purchase products sterling silver that look like Pandora bracelets. Why do that? I mean, you want to try, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to fail, I feel. You got to dig deeper in life about that. You're going to keep going from one item to another that's going to fail. You know, and what it does is get them money. Anybody who says you have to give them money for you to make money, just run. Run, run, run. If that silver bracelet people says, you can sell it for free and I'll just take a percentage of the sale, okay. If they're asking you for money up front, run, run, run. You know, do not go with any of these people ask for money up front. It's just not worth it. There may be 1 out of 100 that is not that way, but you don't have the time or the money to figure that out. So don't do that. You could try somebody, say, okay, you sell my jewelry and you figure that out and get a commission, okay. And that's okay. You know, that's all right. Anybody who asks you for money to sell their stuff, no, because there's too many things that people will let you sell their stuff for free. You know, and that's it. Look, I do crafts, but haven't figured out how to market my products. There are online classes on picking your audience, but the cost of money. Yeah, no. You don't want to take money on marketing. You want to try marketing. It's cheaper, better. If you have a craft, okay. First of all, you have crafts that you want to sell. Great idea, because it's yours, okay. So the first thing you do, you got to get a website or something to sell it on, okay. So you got to have a way to make money on that. So you go to Etsy, put it on there, or maybe you are. You go to Amazon.com, maybe you're there, maybe you are. So these are big platforms that traffic is coming maybe to find you, okay. If you don't know how to set those up, you go to Fiverr and they will help. Somebody there for $10, $20 will help set that up for you. I pay $20 a month to keep my website active selling instrumental, but it's hard to get customers. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, but you have to be smarter than just relying on paid advertising. If you're going to rely on paid advertising because you don't even know what works yet, you only use paid advertising when you know what works. If you don't know what works, then you never pay for advertising. When you're convinced that something will work, after trying it for free, okay. So now with your instrumental, you have to go to other websites and tell them, hey, mention my products on your website and I'll give you 20% or whatever it is. You know, if you want to do something like, there's affiliate websites like ShareASale is what I use. You could sign up for that and then people, it's easy to track. Costs only when error is met and paid for. Ryan Hume, trial and error costs only when error is made by paid for trials. Right, and that's why if you trial and error and you're not paying for anything, you have to learn that way. I mean, unless you're a fat guy and you want to throw all them. That's what people, see all these big companies that start businesses and they raise millions of dollars, well, 80 to 90% of them go out of business because they blow all their money, you know, on advertising and it didn't sell. You don't have that, I mean, I assume, you don't have that luxury. You are not raising millions of dollars and spreading it all over and seeing what happens because you got other fat cats going to support it. You can't do that. The average person cannot do it. So when we learn about marketing, we learn it from fat cats who raise $5 million for their little venture, you know, and they go out and flood the market and hope it succeeds. Well, 80 to 90% of those fail. So even with all the money they're failing, how the hell are you going to do it? You can't. That's why you have to figure out how you're going to do it for free, not for Millions of dollars, even if you have $1 million. If you had millions of dollars, you would blow it anyway. You're going to blow it. That's right. You're better off not having advertising money because you'll just waste it. I've done that many times in life. And that's right. To me, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm using things like this. What do people need? What is it? How do I do it? How do I say it? What's the best way to do it? What are the best vehicles? I don't know. I'm still trying to learn. I'm guessing like hell. And you're going to have to do that too. We all do. Nobody knows. And you go to an expert, they're going to say they know because that's how they charge a lot of money. But they really don't. Because you're different than anybody else. How you do it, what you're doing, is different. They're telling you maybe what worked last year, but it don't work anymore, but they make you believe it does. What is your website? letsgo.com/tutor, T-U-T-O-R. And then letsgo.com/talk. If you want to talk, and that's, in 15 minutes, I could take your idea, show you 3 places, and give you websites, not only to raise money, to get it down the road any way you want. If you're going to, well, it doesn't matter how you fail. You have to learn. It's like learning to walk. You're going to do something new. Think of it, letsgo.com, yes, tutor, and then letsgo.com, talk, T-A-L-K. Thank you, Ryan. And it's like if you were a child, I mean, my kids are like 30, 35 now, when they're 1 year old and in the living room here, and falling on their ass every time they took a step, if I told them, don't try to walk, you're going to fall down. I'd be pushing them around in a wheelchair now, right? They never learn to walk. But now when they're grown up, oh, don't do that, you're going to fail. Yes, just tell me, yes, I know. See, that's the way to eliminate the argument. You just say yes to anybody. Let's go, you're an asshole. Yes, I know. Then I don't have to argue and waste time. That used to happen a lot when I was doing talk shows. And when they give you only a minute or 2 or 3 minutes of airtime, I don't want to waste it, arguing about my manliness or whatever the hell they feel they want to argue about. That's wasting their time. I got there to sell something, So I would say, yes, Jane, you're right, I am an asshole. But did you know you can get a house for $1? Yeah, you get $8,000 to open up a coffee shop. Things like that. So that was more important. That's why you have to look at the big picture for all this. And that's what life is about. It's about you forgetting what you've been told on how things should be done and looking at what the hell you got, which is probably, nothing. I don't know if you see my pockets or whatever. You got nothing in your pocket. And how do you make it happen? This is what people in third world do. This is what people, who really, all the big people I know that are started, every Fortune 500 started that way. Immigrants coming over with no money. And how the hell do I do this? I was just reading a story about the guy who started Sears, was just going out of visit. He had a push cart, selling suits that weren't even made yet. So he was crowdfunding suits before anybody could spell crowdfunding. And then he'd get orders and they'll have them made somewhere and sell them. See, that's what entrepreneuring is. That's how to make money. It's providing a service and seeing how you could do it without any money. Not getting all the money in the world and saying, oh, I'm smarter than the next idiot. No, you're giving a service, you're giving a thing, and that's why to have that passion to do it, you have to be involved. So whoever it was earlier talking about music, then that's something you're passionate about. If that jewelry is your passion, yes, then you could put your ego away because you don't care what they say about you. It's your jewelry. You think that's important for people, and you get that stuff. It's our own psyche and our I'm reading a book now that there's 3 things that we live by. Is sort of, we want control, we want to be adulated, people think we're great, and our fear of failure or whatever. And all those things don't really matter. You're going to fail anyway. You have no control anyway. And you have no control if people like you or not. There's nothing you have any power over. So that's why if you have something bigger, like the product you're doing or whatever you want to do, is important. You think this is what the world needs. The world needs my talent to do this, And so whatever your talent is, hey, I want to give the world this, and find it. That's a key. How do you do that? So you had a craft business earlier. Was that you, Liz? Had the craft business. So that's a talent. That's something that's a God-given gift, that you have, that you want to share with everybody else. Now you have to be smart enough to figure out other ways to do it, because they legalize marijuana. You can do a video on how to get job training for free. Job training for legalized marijuana if you're in one of those states, yes. Now to help, if you're going to look at how to make money legalizing marijuana, go to NORML. I forget how they spell it, normal.org. I'm not sure how, but that's the nonprofit group that knows more about legalizing marijuana than any huckster on the internet or lawyer or whatever to get in the business. You start with those people, the nonprofit organization, if you want to start making money in the marijuana business, okay? And don't go to these hucksters, unless you got a lot of money, but you don't. So don't bother, and see, if you do that, if you go to internet and search, I want to start a marijuana business, you're going to get all these accountants and lawyers and everything, who are supposedly going to have but if you go find your local NORML chapter and go to a meeting, next Tuesday night, and you'll get all the help you need, and get it for free. And that's what life's about, And then you could start contributing. Then you could start giving back. So that's what it is. It's giving. How much can you give in the world before you die? That's what it's about. Bring a joint to Noble. Well, they're probably having at some joint anyway. You ever take doo-doo but let the down... I don't know what that was. It looks like it wasn't nothing normal. Nothing normal. That's what I said. Well, guys, listen. I don't know how 45 minutes go by. I thought that I'd talk for about 20. Okay, so here's... selling on the internet. Okay, I have 3 products. Okay, how to start an internet business. One is 20 cents to start a retail, and this is all at letsgo.com tutor. And the other one is how to get government sales and other sales for free. All this is free marketing. I think both of those are $10 a piece, $9.95. Then one at $19.95 is 140 ways to start little income generating businesses on the internet. They're all free sources too. The 140 ways, every one of those is free. So I tell you about how to use those. So that's 3 items on letsgo.com/tutor. The 140 ways, the 20 cents to start a business, and the other one was get free sales from the government or anywhere else. The stuff that I've been talking about. And if you just want a freebie to help you learn how to use the internet better, go to letsgo.com/5, the number 5, and then FREE. So that's the number 5, then FREE, and you'll could download a report that shows you 6 or 7, it's 5 places, but it really turns out to be 7 or so, places of people who do research for you for free. So like that database I was talking about, Liz wanted to know about, that she forgot the name of, that's all in there. And so that's a freebie for you to get started on your own. Okay, can you make money eating at McDonald's? Somebody did a movie. It's a very fascinating movie about that. He lived on McDonald's and gained about 20 pounds and almost died. Yeah. You can make money doing anything. That's right, you write about it. People are doing. GuideStar.org, yes. I love the pink question mark suit. God, yeah, I love pink. Real men wear pink. GuideStar.talk, great. Michael Moore, yes, Michael Moore. No, not him. He's already fat. No, another guy, I forgot. He also has a series on one of the other networks, cable channels. Well, thanks, guys. I hope to be around tomorrow. If not, sign up for wherever you're on. So, because a lot of times what I do is announce maybe a half hour beforehand. Looking for grants for small business to start a business. I don't think you knew that. You should talk to me first. I mean, you can. I could show you where all that is, but I think that is just. It's not going to lead where you want to. So give me a call if that makes sense to you at letsgo.com/talk. let's spend 10, 20 minutes together so I hear what kind of idea you're having, and I could show you other ways to do that instead of thinking you need money to do it. Now you want North Carolina on your front page. What was that? I didn't understand. Oh, epic. How, wow, you want North Carolina on your front page. That, my state. Oh, okay. Not sure what that means. Good. Well, thanks, guys. Pleasure. Thanks for letting me spew. I guess it really what it boils down to. I hope it helped, and I enjoy doing it. So thank you for being there to, you know, just, or I guess like it in some way. Because without that, I have to think of something else to do. Thank you. Okay, see you tomorrow. Take care.